So be cautious. All right. Okay. All right. Brilliant. Okay. Here we go. Hello, traders. Welcome to today's NP Financials Masterclass starting now at 3:05 on 14th of January. Wishing you a fantastic new year with successful trades ahead. Let's dive in. Okay. So what we'll do, as usual, we'll start with our general financial product advice. General financial product advice in front of you. Please go through it. NP Financials Pty Limited advises all service recipients of the following. This information is provided only on general advice basis. This is only educational in nature. Trading securities, derivatives, CFDs, foreign exchange contracts can be risky and is not suitable for all. I'll give you 10 more seconds to go through it and let me know when you are done.
I'm done.
Fantastic, brilliant, excellent.
Yeah, all done.
All good, all good, all good. Very good. Save it. Yes, save it. All right. So we'll start with this is probably many of you are first timer for this one. Most of you are also attending this for long years here, maybe 4 or 5 years. That's what trading is all about. It's a journey. We all have to go through it, and we need to go through it. Everyone has to go through it. It's his or her own journey. So it's a journey. Everyone has to go through it. His or her own journey. So this may take months. This may take years, depending on your professions. It may take months or years, but definitely not days. Definitely not weeks. It is not a get rich quick scheme. All right. So this will be 2 hours from 3 to 7 Melbourne time. First Sunday of each month. At this time it was a new year. Everyone was holiday. Most of the people, most of the traders enjoying life. So we skipped the first Sunday, which was on 7th, and now we are doing it on 14th. Otherwise, it's always on the first Sunday of each month. So the next one would be on the 4th of February at 3 p.m. Melbourne time. Our team members, financial team members would be taking you through. We'll be learning more from you and listening more to you. And you are the ones who will be contributing, asking questions, and we'll all be taking notes, and we'll be learning from each other experience, because trading is learning from each other's experience and not repeating the mistakes which we have learned. All right. So in that, we'll be talking less, myself, Marty, and anyone willing to talk, like Girija or Vijeta, who's done a tremendous job. I'll talk about her. And then Ben or Kerry, anyone, Kim or Taran, anyone. And you may ask any questions related to trading, and also related to psychology, because psychology is 50% trading. Trading skills is 50%. Or I'd say psychology is more. You can ask any question related to trading or psychology on any asset class. May it be on Forex, commodity, bonds, indices, cryptocurrencies. Nowadays, crypto is probably getting a little bit of regulated. Marty will touch on that. He has posted a brilliant post on the blog post on the crypto ETF, which is a very recent phenomena, and exchange traded fund. So it will be a kind of a little bit of regulations will come in place. All the asset classes, you may ask any questions related to your challenges, related to our opportunities to go with us, related to anything. So you may ask questions by unmuting your mic. You may ask questions by typing in your questions here on the chat section on the bottom right hand corner of this window, which is Google Meet. And these are the two sections. You may ask questions also to our support, but that will be probably the last option. So I'll start with Girija's questions. What Girija has asked. Thank you, Girija. Thank you, Vijeta. Sorry for that. Vijeta had asked, and Vijeta, we'll start with Vijeta's question. Vijeta said, would you please help clarifying the topics below? One, please clarify the difference between divergence and relative divergence with example. I would love to invite Ben on this. Ben is the master on divergence. He has done tremendous work on divergence, tremendous time and effort he has put into this divergence. So yeah, I'll definitely try to clarify this with Ben's help. And second one, how could trade the how you could trade the trade current range? Yeah, definitely market range for sterling, GBP, USD, Great Britain pound, United States dollar. What could be book profit in the range market, which is there in the module 3 unit 1. How to trade the range market, and then yeah, we'll touch upon that. And I'll also ask about your experience with using the new Pro Real Time version 12 and any useful features you could share with Pro Real Time version 12. All right. So that is, I'll take the easiest one first, then move the medium, then take the medium one, and then the hardest one. Nothing is hard, nothing is easy. Just start with the upside down. That's what we do in trading. We just do the opposite what the professionals do, just the opposite of the what the amateurs do. So I'll start with the last questions of Vijeta. So the last question she has asked about the Pro Real Time version, which comes almost free with IG markets, and we have a relationship with IG market. That's why we may get some preference over others. So IG markets now is giving us Pro Real Time, as you can see. Pro Real Time, it's very easy to learn about Pro Real Time. It's the best software which can be actually get and gain access to with a $4 or $5 Aussie dollar a month, because they'll be charging $40 a month if you are trading 4 with them. That is IG. With $1 value, so they can waive their $40. So in $4, $5, $8, you may gain or lose depending on the direction of the market and the direction you are in. So that will be almost free for the month. But if you forget to trade to place 4 trades in a month, then possibly you have to be at the cost of $40. The things which are new to Pro Real Time 12, as they claim, there is he's there for all of us, Vijayta and all of us. They say 2 things which they are promoting, which they are promoting big time. Let me show you that. So what they are saying is, one of the best real-time version. Yep. Web browsing was there. It is there. Computer version was there. Smartphone. This is nothing new for the Pro Real Time. These are all extensive market was there, now there. So the replay is one thing which is new. The replay market replay is one thing which is new. That means you can go back and tell the software that I want the market only to be replayed between the global financial crisis. Global financial crisis means 2007 to 2009. So it will truncate. It will truncate the data other than the 2007 and 2009. So that is one useful features which I find useful. Otherwise, most of the things are same. Option price option, we don't do options, that's fine. Otherwise, multi-screen was there in 11, it is there in 12, so nothing new. Advanced features, that's it. Trading from charts was there, scalping was there, money management was there, everything was there. Decision supporting was there, automatic trend lines was there, which don't rely much but is there, can be helpful. Extensive historical data was there in 11. So market, apart from market replay, I don't think they have added any more useful information or trading opportunities here. Multi criteria, yeah, this is another thing which they have added, which I will show you here. what they have done, if you see, if you click on this link unlink button on the top left hand corner, if you do that, they have actually increased one more. So if I click here, so they have two now. So you can one link to the general list. So you can link to the general list, which can be this one, general list, which is this one. So you can link to that one, number one, or else you can have another list which was not there, for and having a blue link, which having a blue color or blue. This one link, you can link 50 of them, and they have provided this for because of another 50. So they've increased the now we have in the futures, you can see 22 of them. The maximum is 50, I think so, 50, I think, yeah. So if I'm not wrong, so 50 plus 50, they have increased that. So these are the two main things which they have added. Other than that, I have not found anything interesting. Ben has explored that. I think Ben has done it. So let's ask Ben. Have you got something to add, Ben, what I already said?
Not too much to that, Partha. I do like the replay function. It's something I've been looking forward in the back testing, which is very handy. The only weird thing that happened to me with the transition to version 12 was some of my range charts, the price line disappeared. But that's about it. Other than that, it's very much the same as what it was, with a few extra handy little things in there.
Yeah, that's correct. All right, thank you, Ben, for that. So that answers one question on Girija's question box. Then she asked, please clarify the difference. Okay, I'll go to that last one, and I'll talk about GBP USD. So she's talking about GBP USD. How to, first of all, she is saying she has identified a range market. So before answering to all these questions of Vijayta, range market, all these questions, good questions, very good questions. Let me introduce Vijayta in a different way. Not a different way, what actually she has done. First of all, she is a physiotherapist. Being a physiotherapist, we all understand the time constraints to do one to learn, specifically because trading is a hardcore business. So to learn all about trading, everything from zero to hero, that takes a lot of effort, time and effort. So when I was going through Vijayta, because I was the mentor there, so when I was going through Vijayta for last 6 months, I think 6 or 8 months. So Vijay, I don't know, because of the mic or because of the microphone, or she was taking the class from our own chamber. I was not sure about it, so I was a little bit doubtful how much am I adding value to her and how much she is getting the value out of NP Financials. Unless and until we all know that unless and until we go to a certain level, to go to a certain level, a level means we put a little level of understand, sorry, I get stuck in one word. Level. So a level of understanding in the form of completing minimum 18 hours. Minimum 18 hours. I don't consider less than minimum 18 hours is anything good for any trader. So after that, what we do at the end of the 18 hours, 9 plus 9, 9 for the foundation and 9 for the beginners, so 18 hours. And on the after the end of the beginners, which is this forex trading program, we have a journal. Because this journey has to go through many phases, as I tell you, again and again and again. So first one is the one-on-one coaching session, along with back testing, and along with simulation, along with these are the three things: practice task, self-assessment task. So that is number one phase. Number two phase is doing the back testing and writing it, putting it down in a journal. That is the minimum to assess how a trader or a person who wants to be a trader is probably advancing in his or her trading career. So that is the minimum of 18 hours we need to spend, half an hour every week. So after spending half an hour every week for 18 hours, I saw the journal of Vijeta, and I was blown away. Blown away. So it was so good, so meticulously done, so wonderfully done. Especially the last two columns. Especially the last two columns. I'd be delighted to show her journal. Let me give me 30 seconds while I'm talking. I'll find that out. So it was so meticulously done on the end part. Those of you who have completed NP Financial Journal know we all actually ask all of you to be very meticulous on the exit point, because entry is simple. Entry is very simple, because our strategy will tell you where to enter. Then the stop loss is very simple, because our strategy will tell you fixed stop loss, fixed stop loss. But the thing which can be challenging is the exit point, because at NP Financials we may exit depending on the market condition. What is the market condition? Maybe in a range market, maybe in a trending market, maybe in other markets. So considering all this, we give opportunities to our traders to exit in 4 5 different ways. So that is why exit to us is extremely important. Exit to us is so very important. And the exit to which Vijeta demonstrated, why I'm so proud of this type of effort is, see this column U and V, and see the clarity she has done for the first time. Only she has mentioned all buyers out, sellers out, close, monthly resistance, high low taken out, that's it, and divergence. And today she has asked a question on divergence, which will go through. So if you go our 100 journal entries, 100 journal entries, you will find that the high low taken out is this much percentage, and all buyers out, sellers out is this much percentage, divergence is this, and close on this. So, and monthly resistance from this. So out of this journal, big journal, 100 is not 114, she has done 114 now. So out of this 114 journal, which is not a bad number, knowing this, that she is best at high low taken out, gives her the confidence in future when she will be trading maybe $1 million account. She will be possibly inclined to trade, to exit on when the high or the low taken out, high taken out for the short position, low taken out from the long position, depending on our rule of 4. Rule of 4 is such: close above or below, preferably a bullish bar or a bearish bar, and then high low taken out. So this journal is for us. This journal for the journal is for Vijeta, because she has done this. So she would be confident on the high low taken out, number one. Very confident. And the other side is here. Monday, Tuesday is all good. I think he has done exceptionally good on Monday. Because that's what her journal is saying. And she has done exceptionally good on euro. Done on euro, she has done good, exceptional on euro, and then done on sterling. And she has asked a question on sterling and euro AUD and GBP AUD. What does it mean? It means that supposing I try to number this, though this is 1, so 36.2, then 32.4. So this would be the second one, and then 31.1 would be the third one, and then this is again 31.1. This is the third one. So all this 1, 2, 3. So going forward, when she will be getting the opportunity through us to trade $1 million account, she would be possibly trading, concentrating more on sterling, more on euro compared to yen and Aussie dollar and euro CAD. Maybe because of the time frame because of the time duration which she has captured this journal, euro CAD was not in a trend. That's fine. So these are the journal entries which she has done, which is brilliant, which is fantastic. Now she is asking how to trade this market now because this market is in a range. Obviously this market is in a range. And how do I understand the range market? if I have to ask you a question on how do I understand the range market, what would be your answer? Please unmute and talk.
A corrective market.
A corrective market, yeah. And how do I identify that corrective market or a range market? Anyone? We already know
Uh,
at entry funnel. Yeah, go.
by using the rectangle or the scale just to check it out when we are booking for our profit or the entry.
Yeah. So what Girija is saying, probably we can mark the range. This is in a horrible range, as we can see. So mark the range with a scale or a like this. So the scale which can be used here from here to here is 330 points. 330 points. Yeah. So that is one way. How do I understand it is a range?
In the same highs and lows?
Same size candles, the Nuka.
No,
Yeah.
same highs and lows, like, it's creating this like similar highs and similar
Similar highs,
lows.
and yeah, absolutely. So this is the upper band, absolutely correct. So this is the upper band in higher band. That's what he said, Danuka. So this is the upper band, and this is the lower band. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Anyone else?
The flat Bollinger Band and Doji Party.
Wow, this is what exactly I was looking for. This is what at NP Financials we do. We identify range market in a very different way. We identify through a flat Bollinger Band. So what I do, if I go to add indicator and then go to Bollinger Band, I can add 20 and 2 Bollinger Band and make and see whether the Bollinger Band is flat or not. So that is number one, what we can do. So flat Bollinger Band. So let's see the what did I do? Did I do 22 simple? Yeah. Oh wow. See this. This is another thing which they have done, Vijeta, and all other. See, seeing this Bollinger, I got afraid. What is this doing? Unbelievable. So after, yeah, I cannot expect a Bollinger like this in a daily chart. So after going to settings, I saw by somehow they have because of my previous selection, maybe they have, it has the software has chosen use another period 1 hour. So what you can do, you can actually choose any other. This was not there in 11. This is a very nice feature. This is very nice feature. What we'll do, I'll come to that one later on. So no, let it be complete here. So what this feature they have added as a very nice feature, because if I do this to a 15 minutes chart, supposing we are actually doing it in a 15 minutes or a 5 minutes chart. So let's see, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever it is. Okay. So in that case, what you can do now, this Bollinger, see this now Bollinger, this Bollinger, this is a new new look Bollinger is actually 1 hour Bollinger. So if you can see, this is 1 hour Bollinger. See, if I use the chart period, the Bollinger will be very different. If I use the chart period, the Bollinger will be like this. So they have given a new feature. I can use a 30 minutes or 30 minutes or 1 hour feature, and in that case, what it will do, it is printing the 1 hour Bollinger on a 5 minute chart. Is it clear to everyone? So it is printing a 1 hour Bollinger on a 5 minute chart, which can be very helpful, because in that case, what will happen, we can buy here, and we can sell there, because it's in a range market, but that is in a 5 minute chart. Okay. So that is a very good feature. I like the most this feature, that the time they have done is you can use it in a different time frame, which is good. So that is that. Now we'll go back to the daily and say what Vijayta is asking, flat Bollinger Band. So I'll go to use the current period. I'll see that the Bollinger is relatively flat here, and let me draw that flatness in front of you. Let me draw the flatness in front of you. So I'll draw this probably from here to here. It's not absolutely flat, but in this case, this can be the flatness, little bit of flat here on the Bollinger, little bit of flat there on the Bollinger. The other things he said is the dozy party. So dozy party, what does it mean? So if I go to this, make it candlestick, Heikinasi. Heikinasi is a better candlestick. So if I do that Heikinasi, and if I see more of dozy, that's what she said, more of dozy. Dozy is what? Dozy is nothing but a candle whose open and close are the same. So like this one, we'll say this is a dozy and make it smaller, dozy. And then I can say this is a dozy. And then I can say this is a dozy, this is a dozy, this is a dozy. Yeah, may not be this one. So what we are looking for, what we are seeing, what the market is showing us, that we are in a dozy party. We are in a dozy party, and this too can also be extended to a 2-day chart, or to a, or say, look at this, more of dozies, or in a weekly chart, weekly, not that much of dozy. Look at this question mark. Wow. Not much, that only one dozy here. That means the last 2 weeks is in a range market. So very well done, Vijayata, by answering that question. So if we are in a dozy party means dozies are making party, making fun. So that is why we call it a dozy party, or a flat Bollinger Band, or a tight trend detector, trend detector. That also is another one which we can expect. A trend detector. So if I go to right click here and then settings price, and then go here and then type in trend detector. This is one of our proprietary indication. You have to do one more thing there. This trend detector has to be in a this is another thing. This is quite annoying, I think. I don't know, Ben or Marty or anyone else has found this, how to do in a better way. So trend detector, what I'm doing there, I'm going to see all indicators and then type in trend detector, this one, and then going to the bottom, and then new panel. If you click on price, the default is on price. That is a problem. You have to click on new panel. This is another thing which they have done, small little thing which they have done on version 12. So now you know 4 different things which are new to version 12, Vijayata and all of us. So add to Sterling. Now it will be added here. If I delete the volume. So you can see this tightness of the trend detector. This is the order angle separation. That means 1T. First term trend is way up from the second term trend. Second term trend is 2T. 2T is in order angle separation with the 3T, so on and so forth. So if we cannot make out the order angle separation, that means the separation between 1T, 2T, 3T, they are very, very similar or same. Then we call it a range market. So the first part is answered, I think. That is how to identify a range. So that is what she said. Dozy party, Bollinger Band, and tight trend detector, all those things, and upper band Bollinger Band. Now the next question she has asked is how to trade this one. That is her next question. And the third question she has asked is, let me go to the question. So this one here. Yeah. Go to the question. Yeah. Please, how to trade the current range of the market. So as per our understanding in module 3, if you go to our Trader Foundation and go back to module 3 unit 2, if I am not wrong. So module 3, unit 2, around page number maybe 18 or so. Let me try my luck. So module 3, unit 2, page number 18 or 19, something like that. So it talks about trading in a range market. So what does it talk when it comes? What does it talk? What does it say? It says, first of all, identify a range market. So first of all, identify a range market. That's what Danuka said. It is having an upper band and a lower band. So first of all, we need to identify that. So it is having an upper band and a lower band. Then then you need to go to the page number 18. Then you need to go to the, possibly, I don't know, I'm trying my luck. There are hundreds of modules and hundreds of units. So module 3, unit 1. Module 3, unit 1, page number 18. So that talks about a little bit of range market, I believe. I believe range market is discussed here. Yeah. So let me go back to so range market, how to trade that. We are trying to clarify Vijayata's question on how to identify we have already done that, and how to trade the range market. So most probably it is, first of all, as Marty said, it's a corrective movement. It's a corrective move. So market moves in which Marty will touch upon. Market moves in impulsive corrective. So that's what Marty said. When market is caught in a corrective move. When the market is caught in a corrective move, because this is uptrend, and market is caught in a corrective move. When the market is caught in a corrective move, then it is very difficult, almost impossible. You can trade, anyone can trade anything, but the thing we need to remember is it will be extremely difficult to make money on a range market. But the question is not that. Question is how to trade the current range market. So what is our book says? According to module 3, unit 1, page number 22. According to that, what the book says, first you identify the range. With a upper band and a lower band. Then wait for the reversal. So once you have identified through this one, which is an engulfing, big, strong engulfing. Why this is a big, strong engulfing? Anyone?
It engulfs the whole previous candle.
Yep.
It's engulfing four
Yep.
previous candles.
Five,
Five,
six,
yes,
seven of them.
five.
Yes, 7 of them.
Yes. 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
So as per NP financials, we say that is strong engulfing, which has engulfed previous 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, whatever it is. In this case, it has engulfed 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means what? This body has covered all the previous 7 of them. If something has covered 7 of them, it is very, very, very strong. So if you see, just in this class, you may take a note, because most of you maybe except Tyron or I think Kim, I don't know, I can't remember. So they have not gone through this candlestick, but most of you have gone through this. So this is also known as tower bottom, and tower top. There is no tower, TOWER. There is no tower top here, but there is tower bottom here. Tower bottom means two big candles like this one and this one, and in between small candles at a support. So this is a big mother candle. This is another big mother candle. Mother candle means start of a journey, like this one. All of them are mother candles. That means all buyers in, all sellers in. This is a mother candle. All sellers in. Yeah. So this is a tower bottom. If you see a tower bottom, that means two green candle, big green candle at a support. In between too many candles, that's a tower bottom. All right. So we have identified that through a strong engulfing and through a tower bottom. And then we identified this one as a bearish engulfing. Our immediate job is to draw a resistance line at the top and a support line at the bottom, then forget about it, and then wait, allow price to do whatever it does. So that is where Kerry Brown is coming into play. That means she will help us to develop the patience of like an angel. That is psychological part. We need to develop a patience like an angel, very, very strong. We need to wait till something happens in the market. So we'll wait. This can be 3 days, this can be 30 days, and we get frustrated. Range market is very frustrating. That is why it is very difficult to make money. So we need to wait for the market to do something here at the support line. What it did, it came very close to the support line and did a piercing here, and then did a engulfing there. So what we do, how to trade as per the book, we buy at the support and we sell at the resistance with a harami, with an engulfing, with a evening star, so on and so forth. Now going back to the sterling, how to trade that. So let's do sterling. All right. So this, as we saw, this is a 330 point sterling, 330 points range. And one more thing we need to remember in a range. Is the average true range per day. Average true range, if it is a daily chart, average true range. Where is that? What is it? Oh, too much of, I don't know the average true range. This one, my goodness. All right, average true range for a 14 period average true range. You can make it 200 also, not a problem. Delete this trend detector. Delete this. All right. So average true range means what? Nothing but the small variation of high minus low over a period of 14 days. Small variation of high minus low of last 14 days. So this tells us that. So 80 point is the average per day movement. Average, not every day. Average per day movement for this GBP USD from low to high is 80 points. So knowing that, how is it going to help? It is going to tell us that if I divide 330 by 80, if I divide 330 by 80, how much I get? I'm weak in mathematics. Can anyone tell me?
4.125.
Yeah, 4% roughly. So 4%. What does it mean? It means that if I buy at the bottomest bottom, after identifying like this one here, if the market comes here in future, this one there, if I can buy at the bottom line, which is the 1.2503, if I can hang on to the top line, which is 128.03, I will get 4.16%. That is excellent. What Ben said, 4.16%. So that is almost, I would say, impossible to do that, because although all the crux of the trading is buy deep and sell peak, but we need to develop a lot of technical skills and psychological skills on how to exactly buy at the bottom and exactly sell at the top. It is not rocket science. I would not say rocket science. It is not very difficult. I would not say it is not very. It is really difficult. I would not say that. So what I probably would say, that we need to develop a lot of skill. So let us extension and to the right hand side. So is the right hand side extension is there? Yeah, that's it. Fantastic. Yeah. So if in future price is coming at this point 120, what is the high of this one? Even we can do this fellow. Even we can do this one. Even we can do this fellow as a this fellow as a range. We can do this fellow as a range. This we can say crack and snapback, crack and snapback. Yeah. So all right, now a question to me and sorry to you from my side is let me delete all these things. Yeah. Now I'm a question to me. If I have identified the range early in the market, if I have identified the range that this is bottom, and if this is top, maybe like Girija does very well in one of her own way. Congratulations to Girija, because she has done her own way of identifying the previous months pivot points. So previous month's pivot points as her support resistance. So let me let me touch upon what Girija is doing good. I'll always try to touch upon what the others are doing, so all of us can learn, as we learned from how to learn trading, being in a constrained profession like physiotherapist like Vijayta is doing. So we can also learn from what Girija is doing. See what she is doing. She is cleverly doing this. I have not told her to do this, but maybe I have told once, maybe only once. And see what she is doing. Let me show this to you. And I'm very impressed the way she is doing it. Extremely impressed. Let me share that. So see in a monthly pivot, what she is doing display on all history. That's what she is doing. Yeah. And that's what she is doing. So if I am Girija for a moment, then when I am here, I would ask Girija to talk. If she is taking this trade here, Girija, what would be your first target if you are taking this trade?
Yes, sir. So again, like I always go with the little bit of, the previous, as we can see, the monthly resistance. And yeah, so that's how my first target will be, like from here to here, that the small targets I always try to follow. But yes, and then like the resistant 4, as we can see. So with these, like with the smallest, like first I'll go with the smallest and then simply just keep changing my stop losses. That's I'm going on and on. That's how.
Yeah. So everyone have understood, Girija? If not, let me explain. So what she is doing, suppose she's seeing buying at one greatest thing I think she is doing, she is buying at a support. So that means what? 125 she is buying. She is not waiting for anything else. That's what the professionals do, because if you buy at 125, that is the least risk is least there. You can place a stop loss at 124.48, 50 points. What she is doing, she is buying at 125. She is buying, like this fellow came to 24.95. So it's buying at 125, and she is targeting first target as the previous resistance at 26.13, which is 113 points profit. And the second target she is targeting is 127.63, which is 263 points. Am I correct, Girija?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's what she is doing. She is buying, somehow has trained her eyes to buy here at 125 and developed a scale. Probably she will go to the first target, even to this previous level, like this one, 125.74. So probably, if I have understood Girija properly, see, first target would be this one, second target would be this one, and the third target can be this one.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is how she is doing. Fantastic, brilliant. Sometimes I get stunned the way she presents me her trades. So now my small question to you would be, how her first target 63. Let's do what the market is doing. She got this at 27.63, and she does not stop here. She will be selling at this bar at 127.63. How one can sell at this bar at 127.63 at NP Financials? What is this bar known as?
All buyers out.
All buyers out, isn't it? If I change this to a bar, it will be all buyers out at a resistance. What is that resistance? The one which she has drawn, not me, not the system. This bar which he has drawn, the line which he has drawn on that previous month, on this previous three resistance, 1, 2, 3, three resistance, the bar presented to us is a all buyers out. So what she will be doing? She will be now selling at this point, selling at this point. That's what she is doing, and she's not 100% successful. Obviously, none of us is 100% successful. But very high percentage of the time, she is surprisingly successful by doing this, buying at the lowest low and selling at the highest high through the previous resistance and support. Correct me if I'm wrong, Girija.
No, sir, that's what like you taught me, and that's what I'm simply following.
Yeah, that's what she did. All right. Now, if you have understood her way, now let me stick to Vijayta's question, and let me go here and then ask you a question. How can Girija may not answer this question? How someone can sell at this point? How someone can sell at this point when price is here? Anyone? Very, very basic question. What is the order type, or what should we do to sell at 127.63 if price goes from here to there and our sell order is triggered?
Pending
Yeah,
order.
very, very good, very good. That is very good. Go on. That is Gautam telling us that we should place a pending order if we are confident, if we have done this 1,000 times in past, and if we are confident that if we touch here, that will be a 3 resistance. Also Bollinger Band tagging, that means overbought. That means overbought. So I can place a pending order. Pending order. Gautam is doing very good in his own funding of $2,500 account. Funding account, he was almost up 75% to the target. So he's also doing good. That's what he said. You have to place a pending order. You must place a pending order at 126.27.63 to go short, and you must place a pending order to buy 125, because that may be a round number, whole number, whatever it is. So that was my simple question to you. So when you place an order at 127.63, you'll be triggered here. You'll be triggered here and running a loss of 24 points, which is good. But the next day you'll be laughing. All right. Now I'll go back to answer. I have not forgotten your question, Vijayta. Don't worry. So two ways to handle this market. Once you have identified the range, one way to sell or buy, the Girija way. I have named it Girija way. That is the pending order. You can place here at the top and the bottom to buy and sell if you are convinced that this is a range market and there is a high probability that market will turn. Is there a probability that market will go to 129 and 130? Obviously it can go. It can go to 200. Well, who knows? No one knows. Yeah, no one knows. But if we are associating a probability that, oh, yes, I've seen this 1,000 times, and or at least 100 times, I can say with 70% probability that market will come down after a all buyers out. After a all buyers out at a resistance, market with 77% probability will come down. So in that case, what we will do, we'll place a pending order to trade this range market. I think that is the best option if you are a highly skilled professional. If not, the second option is to wait for a candlestick reversal at a double top or at a range market, and then wait for this is the double top. It has to appear at the top right hand corner. Tyrone is doing this now brilliantly. So top right hand corner, after an uptrend, it has to appear at the top right hand corner, and the second swing high must be higher than the first swing high, or similar or same. So to answer Vijay's question, you can sell here with a what kind of candlestick is this one? Anyone? At a resistance, at a double top.
Piercing.
Opposite of piercing, Vijeta. Everyone has forgotten everything in the old year 2023. What is the opposite of piercing?
Dark
Dark
cloud.
cloud cover.
Dark cloud cover. Dark Ben, that was Ben, yeah. Dark cloud cover. So as a person who is learning, then probably she can sell here with a stop loss there. So that is one way to trade, and another way to wait for market to come and hit 125 and then go Girija way to buy, or wait for the candlestick reversal. Let's see what happens here. So let's see. Vijeta has sold here on the dark cloud cover. Girija has sold here at 127.63. Most of you who have become hardcore professional would be selling here at 127.63. And then now another thing. This is difficult. So who would be willing to sell here as well? At 127.63. Look at the beautiful spot which Girija has taught us how to trade, or how to book profit for 1, 2, 3, and how to sell from the third profit, or something like that. So previous resistance 127.63, or we can be a little bit 127.50. We can do 127.50 and place a pending order, and this will be triggered here at 127.50. Yeah. 127.50. If you place 27.63, you'll miss the target. You'll miss your order will not be triggered, because it has gone only up to 62. It has gone only up to 62. So maybe if you are intelligent enough, you'll place a trade at 127.63, or wait for a reversal candle, So this is a reversal candle at a resistance. What is this one?
Yes, engulfing.
Bearish engulfing. Dhanuka says bearish engulfing. So it would be selling here. So again would be selling here. Yeah, and when we are selling here, our stop loss should be here. Our stop loss, because there are no previous higher high. So we need to go to the previous line of resistance, like this one here, which is coming from the daily, or this one which is coming from the monthly. We'd be hiding our stop loss there. So we'll be selling again here. So that is what a hardcore professional will be doing. Again selling here, again selling there, amateur. So this is amateur selling, this is professional selling. But both of them will make money in a range market like this. And did I answer your question, Vijeta, how to trade a range market?
Yes, thank you.
Also at the top,
Yeah.
when you see that it's hitting that kind of a line,
Mhm.
can you go to like a shorter time frame and see whether it's creating a double top or something like that, or just need to stay on 1-day chart?
Yeah, very good. What Dhanuka is asking, if I cannot buy, if I have not have the heart, I would say, heart of steel, heart of steel, then if I cannot sell here, then what can I go to 4 hour and then see if there is a double top or not? Let's go to the 4 hour. Yeah, so that was the line which you have drawn at 127.63, and you may identify this as a double top and sell here. Yeah, Dhanuka, you can definitely do that. Yeah, if you go to this is another advantage actually. This is another advantage, that if you identify these ranges, upper boundary and lower boundary, and go to 4 hour lower time frame, you'll get more candlestick reversal. Like you will get a evening star here, like you will get a harami there. Yeah, you will get an engulfing there, you will get a dark cloud cover there. Yeah, you'll get more frequent candlesticks reversal at those points. Did I answer your question, Dhanuka?
Yeah, all good. Yeah.
All right. Any question on any range on this range market or any range market? Anyone? Before I go to the So if you are trading here, your next question was how to book profit. So if you are buying here, you should book your profit there. If you are selling there, your profit booking should be here. So you are still holding. If you are selling here, your profit booking should be still here, or you can book the profit at at this point of one previous resistance 3, which Girija is doing. So you can book the profit here, second profit, and her first profit, because she has gone short here. So her first profit would be this one, her second profit would be this one. So that's what you can do. Or you can if I'm you, probably I'd wait for the full range to complete. So I'll be holding the trade to come here. If price is going up, then I'll close all the trades at maybe at a small loss. Did I answer your question, Vijayata?
Thank you.
Sir,
All right.
I want to just add one thing.
Yeah.
Like when we are into the range, as I always say, that it is just giving me headaches or something all the time. So that's the only reason I'm just going with the small targets. At least it is like we are into the safe side when we are practicing.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. 100%. As Ben says, never, no one has gone broke booking profit. So, any other question? All right. If not, then we'll go to clarify divergence and relative divergence with example. All right. Any particular currency you have in mind, Vijayata?
Any currency, not, but I don't
Which
have anything
currency?
in the mind.
Okay. Any
Sir,
currency.
USD JPY, please.
That was Girija's favorite, USD JPY. All
I
right.
was
So
waiting for Vijayata to say no, so I can add on. Sorry.
so now what we can do, we'll introduce we'll not introduce, we'll revisit our concept of divergence, and then we will clarify questions asked by Vijayata. Please clarify the difference between divergence and relative divergence with example. All right, so for that, what I'll take this pivot point. This is another thing which they have done, small little improvements they have done. Toggle switch, this is a toggle switch they have done. If you toggle them off, it will be off. Pivot points are gone, you can toggle them in. So this is a toggle switch which they have done. So these are small little things which are self-explanatory. All right, so now what we will do add indicator, B triple F divergence, our own divergence, build finance from Forex. That was the previous name of our company. B triple F divergence, DIV divergence. Okay. All right. So again, I did the mistake. I think I did the I did not do the on a new scale. How to add on the new scale, Ben or anyone? On the new panel. There is nothing here on the new panel. Unless and until I'm going here. Am I doing something? Am I missing something?
When you go to add it,
Mm-hmm.
it says add on, and it will say to the right the chart that you're looking at.
It's not saying, see, I'm here,
No.
I'm going, huh? I'm
Um,
going
if
add
you-
indicator.
Yep, add indicator.
Should I click here?
Yep.
Then?
So you would select your indicator that you want.
Marty is brilliant. He
I
knows
don't
more.
know.
He knows more than. Click on this icon to add this in. Oh my God. Now I learn. See? You have to click on this plus whatever it is, copy, plus copy, then it will add on the new chart. Thanks a trillion, Marty. You know the pro real time best. All right. So now we have added this divergence indicator. Brilliant. I learned a lot from Marty. All right. So now we have added divergence indicator. So now we all know how to do that. Thanks to Marty and Udal dear. My goodness. All right. So now what we'll do, for a moment, I'll change these to candle bar chart maybe. I prefer bar chart a little bit more than the candlestick because they take less space. Otherwise, candlestick takes too much of space because of their body. There is one more interesting candle. I don't know whether you know it or not, which is the equal volume. This one. Equal volume candlestick. They go crazy with some volume. They see this thick. When the volume is more, they make the body thicker. When the volume is less, they make the body thinner. Like this one. No volume. You can take advantage of this thing and this one, which is this one. Name, I think, was of same volume or different volume, whatever they call it. Yeah, this is useless. This is fine. So this is fine. So when the volume is there, like we say, all buyers out. How do you understand all buyers out? Because the volume is big. That is why it is thick. Width is more. In here, because the width is small. So this is one other way, small way to identify volume along with price. That's not a bad one. So this is a dozy party going on. This is a double top here. All right, let's concentrate on what Vijayta is asking. All right, let's go. Now we are coming sharply from 152. We are here. All right.
Excuse
Here.
me, sir.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, just on that volume, is there any way that it will indicate what is the volume, and it's only on the IG market, yeah?
Yeah, it's only IG market, so it will not tell you what is the volume here. Sri is asking, is it telling volume? No. To see the volume, you have to right click and follow what Marty said, add indicator, and then you need to type in volume here, and then add, oh my god, so much of volume. I'm not crazy now. All right, this one, a new panel. You did this new panel, and this is volume. This is volume. This is volume. See this.
Okay.
See this volume, big, thick volume here. So see the width here.
Excellent. Yeah, thank you.
Fatty candle. So this is big fat candle because of the volume. This is also big fat candle because of the volume. Can you see that? Any other question? Hello?
No, I'm good. Thank you. Thanks very much. Bye.
Okay. All right. So now we are here. We are going down. And then we are merrily going down from 152. And then, okay, we did a hammer. We did a hammer. We did a big volume. This hammer is also thick. That means the volume is more. That's fine. Volume is more. So thick. So here our we'll see the divergence. First we'll see the divergence, that price is going down, which we'll cover in the next module, Vijayta, in 66 page. We have a 66 page document on the divergence, so don't worry. So we have arrow here. So the price is going down. But the divergence indicator is going up. So if you see the divergence here, which is BFFD divergence, minus 43.50. Everyone can see that minus 43.50 on the divergence indicator.
Yes, sir.
Minus 43.50, and this one is how much? Minus
37.
Minus 37. Is 37 higher than 43? Minus 37 is greater than 43?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So the Ben says absolutely. So it is a divergence. So this is a normal divergence, price going down and divergence indicator going up, both swing low to swing low. So we have to wait for another one. So we have to see a swing low. We saw a swing low, and this swing low is lower than this one. So the price is going down, but the divergence indicator is going up. So that's a class A. We'll be dedicating 66 pages because divergence is extremely important. So this is a normal divergence, and at NP Financials, we don't stop here. We need to see a close above this hammer. which is 142.88 for this price to go up. Let's see that. Yeah, and possibly price can go up. It did a little bit. It did a repeat. It did a repeat here. It did a repeat here, back to back, back to back, back to back. But there is no divergence here. Only lower double bottom. This is double bottom. This is double bottom. But if you see the divergence here is minus 38.41, and if you see the divergence here, minus 39. So it is not divergence. This is not divergence. Vijayta and everyone understood what this is not a divergence?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Because this is low, this is lower. This is lower than the first one, and that is number 2. And number 1 is the first one did not touch the blue line. Blue line is minus 40. So the first point has to touch the minus 40. In this case, it did not. It did not. Minus 38 is not, it's invalid. So there is no divergence, but the valid double bottom. So this is a valid back-to-back double bottom, the back-to-back double bottom. So this is normal divergence. And is it clear normal divergence, Vijayata?
Yes, thank you.
Now,
So-
the next question, anyone talking?
Yeah. So,
Yes.
so there is a relative divergence as well, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what Sri already answered your question, Vijayata. So let's see. Sri has asked what is the difference between normal divergence and relative divergence. Now, Sri has already answered that question. Sri, thank you. Relative divergence is the first swing low. The first swing low should be lower than the Bollinger Band, and the second swing low should be higher than the Bollinger Band. Second swing low is absolutely lower than this one. Then this is a relative divergence, Vijayata. So relative divergence has nothing to do. Relative divergence has nothing to do with our divergence line. I've taken that off. Relative divergence is something which is the first low is lower than the Bollinger, and the second low is higher than the Bollinger lower band. Did you understand?
Yes, I did. Thanks.
Very good. And very good. So do you have any other question on your, apart from these 3 questions?
No, not at the moment. Thank you for clarifying.
Very good, excellent. And when I was doing the little bit of jugglery with the formula, little bit of jugglery with these big formulas, I asked Vijay, do you understand what I'm doing? And she surprisingly said yes. That means there are people in the that means there are people in this planet Earth who knows more Excel than me. All right. Now I'll go to next question before I hand it over to Marty. So, anyone having any other question? Otherwise, I'll show you something interesting. Go.
Yes, Partha.
Anyone having any question?
Sir, can we just check GBP CHF, how it's doing?
Yeah. What should I check?
Because my pro real time wasn't working yesterday, so that's why. That's it. Just for a few seconds. That's it.
Ooh, my goodness! You must have bought here. Where did you buy?
Yeah, so that was doing good. So I just wanted to see what's happening. I don't know. I'm just facing some issue with my laptop again.
Yeah. If you have a laptop issue, they have come out with a no laptop cannot. Okay, they have come out with a wave version also. They have a wave version, so you can go to wave version of this is a desktop version in front of you. This is a desktop version in front of you, and they have a wave version in which you can see in the website. And look at the horrible range here in front of you. Good that you identified CHF. GBP CHF, which is very well known for the horrendous range. And the horrendous range I'm going to draw here, which frustrated Ben so long. That was a range. Another one is
That
this
was the
one.
range. I was just hate practicing my range market. So
Oh God, these are really dangerous range markets. Yeah, so if so you can actually buy or sell here, but even if you are buying here, you are not making money. because that is going in spread. Yeah, the horrendous range market. And after that, it did a big, many of you may not be agreeing with the one which I'm going to do now. I'll be doing a big, horrendous, buffalo size double bottom. Yeah, many of you may not be agreeing with me, but yeah, that's a fact that it is a double bottom and it is a support line, horizontal also. So if I draw this, that's a support line. Once price cross this, there will be probably a retest and then go back again. But yes, you have not asked any particular question. What should I and do you have anything in mind, Girija? Or
All I just wanted to see what's going on. So because I was unable to go to my pro real time, that's it.
yeah, yeah. So if your second target or first target would be this line here, maybe, which is S4, and the second target may be this pivot. I don't know what are your targets. If you are targeting this one on the MR1, probably I would say book profit, because it is a kind of harami. Can it go to middle R1? Yes. Can it go to Bollinger, top Bollinger band? Yes. Can it go to any other Fibonacci level? Yes. So those are the three things. So you may chase your what when Girija said she is moving the stop loss, she is actually incorrectly pronounced the word. See, what she meant is she is moving the profit target, not the stop loss. Yeah, she is moving the profit target from here to there. So now if we have a profit target at this point, which is 109, you may move the profit target to 170, 108, 70. So when the market opens on Monday, you are out. Otherwise, otherwise you can wait for this fellow to go to 109, which is a whole number. I think which this fellow did it. High of this one is 0898. No, it did not dare to go up to 109, number one. It did not dare to go to MR1, number two. It did not even go to this one, S2M, I think so. S2M, which is 10898. It did not 988. 98. No, it did not. So if it is not daring to go, and if we see a couple of indecision here, couple of dozy indecision here, then it is stopping exactly there. If I'm you, then I'll be closing the trade here. The last trade should be closed here. Or if we are lucky, it can go here. In that case, we'll be missing the profit. It can go to this fellow. In that case, we'll be missing the profit, but that is fine. Or in a case, it can go to any other Fibonacci level. Those of you who are trying Fibonacci now, let me draw a Fibonacci. Before you draw a Fibonacci, please ask yourself, is Fibonacci required here? Yes, because this is a Mati will cover now. This is a impulsive down, and possibly this is an impulsive corrective up. So correction, we need to see the Fibonacci, how much correction it will do. So let's do a Fibonacci from this to see the correction can be up to 61.8. Let's see that. 61.8. It can go up to that level. It has already crossed the 50 at once. The Fibonacci was drawn from the last. When price is here, at NP Financials, what we do, the purpose of this monthly class is to recapitulate what we discussed in the modules and units, so that it is embedded in our brain such a way our nasty subconscious mind is not taking it out from us. So that is the purpose. One of the main purpose of this monthly class is master class is to revisit our modules and units in different instruments, through different asset classes, through different question and answers, so that we do not forget the previous modules and units on the Trader Foundation, because believe me or not, that is the foundation we must not be forgetting ever in our trading career. So that is what I keep on going repeating. It helps me also to remember, and it may be helping you also to remember. So the Fibonacci market is here 10872. What we'll do, our NP Financial says go to the previous swing. Don't go here, there, and then get lost. Just go to the previous swing high to the left of this fellow, this one, and just go to the previous swing low, which is this one, and draw the Fibonacci from the left to right. I think Kim or someone is practicing Fibonacci. So just draw from here to here to see what the price is doing. We can see price has crossed the 50%. Can it do a crack and snapback on the 50% with an evening star? Yes, of course it can do. Can it go to 61.8? Of course it can do. Can it go to 100? Of course it can do. Who is stopping? No one. But in here we have the experience, then probably it can higher probability is it doing a crack and snapback on the 50, or it is going to test the 61. So that is also from the little Fibonacci revisit, I think. Make sense?
Yes,
Did
sir.
I answer your question, Girija?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Any other question?
That's all good from my side, sir.
Anyone? Before I go to the last instrument on the different asset class, which is commodity, and then hand it over to Marty. So I'll go to gold to show you something which we have posted recently and which is coming absolutely to the dot. Which is coming absolutely to the dot. So why I keep on revisit, that is the purpose of the monthly class. And what we did under asset class evaluation commodities recently, asset class evaluation commodities, one good thing, many good things which we have done recently in 2024 in last 12 days is we have moved our server from Singapore to Sydney. So our request to go to any NP Financials web page is not going to Singapore and then coming back to us. No, it is only going to Sydney and then coming back to us. So it's so that is one improvement which we have tried to do. And the other improvement which we have tried to do is there was an error which was probably coming as a fatal exception or something like that. We have that was coming, and we struggled that for maybe 2-3 years. 2-3 years we struggled in that fatal exception, for especially for the client portal, which we could resolve surprisingly, which we could resolve after 3 years of struggle. One brilliant fellow from Cloudways helped us to get rid of that. And our client portal, I believe it is very loading very fast, and I would like from the last 2 days, I think the problem was solved in last 2-3 days. I actually need your feedback after you try for 1 week or 2 weeks, and let me know on these two things, or let support know on these two things. Are you getting fatal exception error on this client portal, or any improvement on the page speed? So if we can input, if we give feedback on these two, that would be great. All right, so I was going to asset class evaluation and then going to the commodity, because we do asset class evaluation on all the different asset classes. And then it was what we did, we post for the gold, and we exactly like the GBP CHA, what we did, we exactly did a Fibonacci, because price was here when we did the Fibonacci. Why we did? First question, is Fibonacci required? Yes, because we have done a impulsive, we need to know how much it can do the correction. So that was the reason. Then what we expect, the second question, what we expect from this Fibonacci when we have not seen this bar? We expect this Fibonacci to help us to get the price bounce from this 61.8, or do a crack and snapback on this 50. It exactly did what we expected. It bounced from the 61.8 at 2017. Actually it went up to 2016.9. So just 4 pips it went down and bounced from the 61.8. If you have drawn this Fibonacci, if you are following what Girija is doing, then possibly you'll be putting a pending order at 2017. Can it go to 78? Yes. Can it go to 88? Yes. Can it go to 100%? Yes. But with what is the probability? There is a probably 70% probability that it will probably bounce from here. So we'll place the trade here. Anyway, we can, if it is going other way, we can close the trade. We have all the liberty to close the trade with a small loss. And then what happened here is the 50% crack and snap back. On this, what we expect. This we wrote on 11th. Today is 14th. Let's see what happened at 2030.9. 2030.9. What gold did? We expect this gold to go from 2030 to 2088. Let's see what gold did after that in last 2-3 days. Everyone understood this gold? Do you have any question on this gold analysis on the asset class evaluation called commodity? Anyone, any question? If not, I'll quickly go to the gold. So what it did on that, it did a crack and snapback on the let me change this to again to bar. Yeah, it did actually did a crack and snapback on the 50%, and it went up on this, went up 2060, and our target is 2088 somewhere here. Yeah. So this is what the exactly what we said happened. And price was 2030 when we wrote price was 2030. Price went on that day up to 2052. That is a 225 points movement for gold. After we wrote when the price was 2030 around here. So we posted that. If you have taken the trade on that 2030, you would have $2,225 up or $2,250 up on the same day. And next day, what happened? What we have written here? If today's bar closes above this level, the level of 2017.3, which it did 2017.8, which it did, and its high taken out, then we can see the start of an impulsive move to 2088.6. It went up to 2068. Who knows, maybe it will go up to 2088 or come down to 1900. We don't know. We'll only follow what the price is doing. We have a resistance here which is coming from a daily. We have a couple of yearly resistance there. Yes, Ben.
Yeah, this is Sri here. So this is a 4-hour chart or a 1-day chart?
This is 1-day chart.
So what is
4 hour is my 4 hour is favorite. You can stack. This is another thing which Vijay version 12 has done. It has allowed to star mark your favorite hours, and it will store here. It will store here. Supposing you are star marking 2 days, it will come 2 days. Supposing you are star marking weekly, it will come here. So if you want to go to weekly, you can just go to weekly there. If you want to go to 2 day, it will just go 2 day there and 4 hourly. This is another small little things which they have done.
So right now you are using version 12, is it?
Yeah, version 12. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Fantastic. So I can go to the daily and see that the price has actually closed above the 50% and it's high taken out. So we expect at least the price to go to the yearly 70.5 or 75. I think this is also yearly. Yeah, this is also yearly. What we can do here, we can type in yearly here and make it middle here, so that it is appearing style. We can also increase there. So there are 3 yearly lines, deadly lines for gold to cross 70, 75, and 82. These are 3 deadly lines for gold, and we are daring to cross all of them and go to 88.6. Time will tell whether we are correct or not, as we have been 80% correct for last 8 years. If we go down in all the asset classes, we have been doing this for last 8 years, and we are so proud that whatever we write actually comes true 80% of the time. We are very proud on our asset class evolution, forex, commodity, bond, indices, shares, our instruction based discussion, our trade ideas, everything. We are extremely proud. With that, probably I may give you one more minute to ask any question. Other than, if you don't have any question, I'd request Marty to help us through for the next half an hour. Question to you for 1 minute. So, if since there is no question, I'd probably request Marty to take us through next 30 minutes. Marty, to you. Thank you.
Okay. Hello, everybody. How are we?
I'm
Hi, sir.
yeah.
Oh, that's good. I'll just share my screen. If I remember how to do that with that button. This guy here.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can all see the screen and we can all hear me.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
So I guess the first thing I'd like to ask for this year is I have an idea where I can bring up a simple chart like this and I can put just a couple of indicators. So the moving average, the Bollinger Band, and some pivot points. And if you would like to go through as a group and we do a list like this, and we can write down a trade that we find together and then revisit it on the next monthly masterclass, or if you would like to do more wave analysis or something with waves, it's up to you to let me know what you want to see and what you want to do.
Yeah, first idea is fantastic. I like it.
Yeah. So
Yes,
we
first
can.
idea is good.
That's good. So that's 2, 3. Anyone else?
Yep,
Yes,
first
I'm
idea. First idea.
First idea. Very good. Okay, well, if we find a trade together, we won't put any names down to who's found it or whatever, so everyone can join in and no one can feel as if they've got pressure put on them. So it's all a friendly experience for everyone. So I guess we start from the top of the list. Is everyone happy with these indicators? Is there something else they would like to see on the chart? So we should just stick with the weekly time frame for this stuff here.
Marty, could you please add pivot monthly as well, if it's okay?
Monthly as well. Okay, I can do that.
Thank you.
Something like this, Garija? Is this what you want?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so do you want the Bollinger Band on the monthly as well? We can do that.
Yes, that'll be great.
Okay, so here we are on the ASX. Can anyone see a reason to buy or sell this fellow? So it can be anything. It can be something to do with an indicator, whether it's a pivot point,
It's at
band.
resistance as well, as we can see on the top.
Sorry?
And like as we can see, it is on the resistance as well on the top.
Yep, up
Yes,
here.
and yes, and our bar is like out of the Bollinger.
Yep.
Yes, so
So
there are two things. Yeah, I would like, and if I will be there, so I would love to just add my order.
if you was here, so
sorry.
you would happily short this.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll just write that down and I'll make a better Excel spreadsheet up that we can review next time, but we can short the ASX. Okay.
It's a double top also, I think.
Yes, it is.
A double top. Okay, so Are we looking at the double top from here to here, or here to here?
No,
The
it's
big
from the
one, the
previous.
big one, big one.
Big one
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is.
from this here. Okay, so our reason for shorting is our double top. We have the resistance of the pivot point, and we have the candlestick pattern on the Bollinger Band, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
The crack and snapback on the Bollinger top.
crack and
Yeah.
snap. Yeah. All right, and where would we like to enter this trade if we were to go short?
If that sort of scenario coming in front of me, I always enter from the resistance point straight away. That's how I
Okay.
follow.
Okay, so we would already be in this trade. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. Done. So we're already short on the ASX at resistance. Okay, moving on.
I will wait till it retests the level because it's about 200 EMA.
Say again.
So I will wait till it retests the pivot point.
Okay, this one here.
And the one above that dotted line.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will enter at the probably when the low is taken out of that red candle.
Yep.
Just to get it as in comfortable, like confirmation that it is really going down.
Yep. Okay, so we're still all short and we're still happy with that.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Yeah, that's
on this,
also a 2021 high as well, yearly high.
Yeah,
Right,
that's correct.
right.
this one.
No,
Okay.
2021 yearly high. That one there is yeah, it's hit it beautifully.
Okay. Wow.
Previous 2021. Yeah.
Over here in August and
Yep.
Jan 22 as well. All right, very good. So this list here is a bit of a mix of multiple asset classes. We have our indices, we have our currencies and commodities as well. So we should be able to find a few trades amongst each asset class here. Okay, so next we can move on to the Aussie against the US dollar. Oops. Okay, so here we are. Is there anything we would like to do with this fellow? Would we like to short him or long this guy? Or what can we see here?
So in this short is already started. We have to check it out what is happening tomorrow.
Yep, the short has already started. So we were short on this pivot point here, were we?
Like that last green top, what you can see, because this is what I'm just keep following from last 2 weeks.
Yep. So Gridge is short from here.
But why would you short Girija? Just for my understanding, because is it just because it is outside of Bollinger? Is it what prompting you to?
No, I simply follow, my trend lines and everything. So as per my trend line, and as we can see, like that's the first thing when we are checking it out. It is out of the Bollinger. There can be a crack and snap back happen, right? So there are like with what I follow, with even with 1 bar as well, we can make our profit.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's how I'm following. As we can see into the previous one, like as you can see, there are a lot more entries for the long. In between, as you can see, the red bars and all.
Yep.
So there is always like, in daily basis as well, there is always like, the level that the peak is actually comes. So as for me, that was the peak. It was near the Bollinger. Sorry, it was out of the Bollinger and it was near the 200.
Right.
Very
Yeah,
But I mean,
good.
I mean, it still hasn't touched the Bollinger, right?
No, it is touch the Bollinger. It is out of the Bollinger, and
Oh no, sorry. The moving average.
yeah, it is near the EMH. So it is like anything can happen. All I always say, if we are sitting at the right time at the right place, there is a profit. So
Yeah.
that's
No,
what I can.
my
Yeah,
understanding was like, I mean, as per
yes,
NP Financial, like, touching Bollinger is not a problem unless you see a divergence or some sort of indicator where, which
yes,
will tell you that the reversal might happen.
yes.
So that, so I
As
was
they
just
are.
curious to know which
Mhm.
other criteria, like touching the Bollinger is one criteria. That
Yes,
obviously that will prompt our eyes like, okay, fine,
yes.
something's going to happen. But what would be that other criteria you look? I mean, I look other
Hmm.
criteria as a divergence or some sort of engulfing or some sort of reversal or some sort of
And
either a
mhm,
resistance line is touching near to that line or whatever kind of those things. I
yes.
was curious to know what you would see as a secondary criteria
Yes,
to
I want
see.
to add
Yeah.
into that just for like before I forget, I'm very good into that, perfect in forgetting things. Yeah, so trend line, that's my favorite. Like first thing when you are like pro into the trend line, you can actually check it. Lots of time I'm facing the issue as well, and that's why my sir is there to just and as you can see into this weekly, can you see that there is a triple top?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
exactly correct. My point was June, July. If you add the line on the June,
Yes,
July, yeah. So that's exactly Girija what the she'll be doing. No, horizontal line.
Yeah,
On
that's
on the horizontal line on the June high. So that will be her already resistance there.
and Gautam, there is like I know there's just
Very
five to
good.
six things we need to
And
remember that, but like all these things are we have to check it simultaneously. When you're checking it, it is just always like you can make your entry like perfect.
Yeah. Another
just to
confusion
help
for
you,
me, like, yeah,
Gautam, just to help you, that
yeah.
Girija where she has sorted on the weekly. See the daily 200 moving average. It actually did a reversal from the daily 200 moving average, which Marty has put on the bottom.
Yes.
Uh,
No. That's on to the. You have done a monthly, Marty.
yes.
To change it to a daily, I think.
yeah,
Or
that's
even
what I was confused. Like,
would you like to have a monthly or a daily? Sorry, Marty.
Um,
No, we were following the daily actually.
the daily were we? Okay.
so in daily it is.
That is a relative divergence on the daily.
Yes.
Sorry, Partha, I did not get your point.
I'm sorry, Marty. So if you see the daily, Gautam, on the last week of December, yeah, the red one, that's a relative divergence and an engulfing on the daily.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's correct. Most
yeah.
of the people would be entering here, but Girija has already entered on the dot line which she has drawn.
Mhm.
It's a very good entry. Okay.
We also have that last on the weekly. The last bullish bar is open and closed above the Bollinger, so it could be a bit oversold when it's open and closed above the Bollinger.
Absolutely. So what are we doing with this one? Are we for this week? Are we already in this trade? Are we going to take a trade, or are we sitting out and waiting? I guess that's the main question.
Yeah, I would just love to see what is the starting of the week like tomorrow onwards, and then like for my second targets, like when I haven't practicing much into the weekly, but whenever I just add the entries, that's how I'm just following. I just simply check it out how it's doing it.
Great. Okay. So I'm not going to write that one down then.
Before we go ahead, Marty, like, I'm a bit confused here. Like, let's say, for example, tomorrow, I do not actually go and see the weekly chart. I actually follow the 4-hour chart mostly all the time. So I look at the weekly chart just to see the trends and all that, but not like this, the way, we are saying it here. To
Yeah.
enter on a particular day, I actually look at the lower time frame, which is 4-hour or 12-hour, and then probably enter. So
Okay.
if you can
So
correct me, like, how would you like do it tomorrow, like based on this weekly chart? Would you enter, or do you really go and check the lower time frame as well and see what is happening there
right.
to
So
see the
as
correct value?
yeah. Thank you for that, Gautam. So as this is a group exercise, so we're here to take a trade as a group so we can all get an understanding on this one chart. So we're all on the same wavelength, so to speak. So we're all looking at the same thing at the same time, and we can get an understanding as to why we took the trade and the ideas that have come across as to why we took the trade as well. So that on our next monthly masterclass, we can revisit the trade and see why it worked, how it worked, and if we could have done something differently to make it better. So this is just a group exercise at the moment to help everyone out, really. That's all that is. So if I was to take a trade on the Aussie dollar, I have seen these things which Garija has highlighted. We have this horizontal line here. We have the Bollinger Band here. So I like my weekly time frame. So I see this evening star kind of candlestick pattern here. So I would put a pending order below this guy here and a stop loss above here. So by our next monthly masterclass, this order may have been triggered and it may not have, but we will still be able to review it next monthly masterclass.
So are you going to put that down, Marty, as a pending order at what price? 66 something.
Yep, so I'll short the AUD USD. I'll short it at the low of this one. It is the lowest, so 66.40. I will go 10 points below that, so 66.30. Yep. And my stop loss will be 10 points above this, so 68.71. It will go to 68.81.
Yep.
So why I shorted it is, again, we have that evening star. We're on that top band. We've actually gone and closed below on this red candle here, below this pivot point as well. So that's my 3 reasons on that. Okay. All right, so moving on. Let's check oil. Now, this is a tricky one. So we're in a bit of a range market on this one. Are we happy to look into this one further, or do we want to stay away? Would there be something better out there? It's up to you guys.
Range is not much to my favorite of, but we can actually go through if it's okay.
Okay, if you want to go through, no problem.
But like all in all, like I'm not practicing anything into that, so it'll be just a little bit help for me, like something new to learn.
Okay. So the range is in here.
Then we can make rectangle here as well.
Okay.
That's how what I started just practicing.
Yeah. So we might need Partha's help on this one here as well.
And with the oil, like, are we going daily or are we going like weekly? I don't even know about that. Sorry.
We go 2 days, Girija,
Okay.
and and this is a horrible range market. Probably we'll not touch this one, maybe, because the low, if you see the low on the weekly on the April 2023 May, they are all
And
very low hanging fruit there. So it may come there, but yeah, it's a horrible range market. I would avoid this one. I don't know about others.
very good. That's what I want to hear. The DAX. I don't know if everyone trades the DAX. Maybe the dollar index would be interesting for us to look at.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah, dollar index is the last like it was in just few week back, or it's just a 1 week back, like it was into the um like into the assessment class, it was something came up, so I was unable to practice. It just my pro real time is in and out a lot.
Yep.
And DEX as well, is it on the daily basis or we are doing it into the weekly?
No, no, Girija, don't get confused. I think what Marty started, if you remember, Marty
Yes.
started with a weekly view.
Yes.
On the weekly view, we can virtually take a trade, and then at the end of the 4 weeks, we can see what is happened to that trade. So that's what
Okay.
he started. Then we requested him to put a daily,
Yes.
so that we are, because we are more conversant with daily, so that's
Mm-hmm.
what he has put a daily also below the weekly. So we are not taking a trade on the weekly, we are just doing the of course you are open to
Right.
take a trade on weekly, but
Yes.
that will probably take a patience, like I don't know, maybe more than
Mm-hmm.
Angel, maybe more.
Yeah, that was I was a bit confused. Yeah. Okay, so this is just a viewpoint, not actually checking the trades.
Yeah, so in this as well, as we can see, it's already into the weekly. It is making a double bottom. And yeah,
Yeah,
it
supported
is.
by the moving average. Yeah.
Yes. And yeah, it
Kind of
is like
morning
it's a
stage.
good entry for the like long right now.
Okay.
Like if it somewhat started on exactly at that point of the moving average, it is a really, really good entry.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I'll wait
Has
till
someone added
that
into that who's
that
doing
point
that
breaks.
dollar
Sri
index?
said,
See.
it is a morning star with the
Mm-hmm.
200 bounce on the weekly. Sri
Yes.
saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely that is correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I would
One.
go long. I mean, from this particular viewpoint on a weekly view.
Okay. Longs. Everyone's happy with longs.
Yes.
I will wait till that pivot point breaks because it looks like
Danuka.
it has tried few times in the daily. It's
And
trying hard to break it. Yeah.
see how last year's pivot point lines up with this year's pivot point as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would go with Danuka because it is below the 200 on the daily, and it is below the pivot point on the day on the daily. Yeah. So Vijayta is saying dollar index is currently in range market in daily time frame. Yeah, probably this is correct, and I'll go with Danuka, I think.
Yeah, I think the entry criteria would be from the weekly standpoint, like if the high is taken out for that green candle,
Yeah.
which we definitely like above the pivot, then I think we can go long.
Okay. So maybe at about 10,320.
Yeah.
Would you like to go that much higher?
And in this, I have a question because, like, for example, like if someone is entering into that point where I was telling about, so if someone is entering from there, so is it like at least, into this point, like you can see it is a little bit like higher, right? So if you are just following the market, you can actually come out from that trade if you feel like it is not giving you what you were looking for.
So you mean you enter at the 200 moving average, that particular point,
Yes.
exactly where the red candle low is? Is that what you
Yes.
are?
Yes.
But that wouldn't that be too aggressive? Like, I mean,
It is
Yeah,
not
that will be
aggressive.
too
It is,
aggressive. Yeah, but
yes.
that will be the most profitable trade.
yeah, but I mean, yeah, I
But
mean,
like,
everybody has their own style, so I understand and I respect that. But yeah,
mm,
wouldn't you think, Partha, that we need some sort of confirmation that this is really going to be bounced
Um,
or really going to crack and go further
I'm
down?
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm taking Marty's time, but I'll
Yeah,
add my 2 cents. I'll add my 2 cents there. If you are if you are a hardcore professional, have seen this market thousands of times, you would go long on the 200 moving average. If you are not that and you are learning, then probably wait for the confirmation and high taken out. Those would be my 2 cents, I think.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, as per Girja's way, if she would have made a good amount of profit by the time I decide to enter, which is high taken out on the green candle.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Like
Okay.
for me, how when when I'm calculating, I just simply go back. Seriously, I because still I'm reading a lot more history data. I'm just
Mhm.
way behind than like the time I already like sir knows best that how slow I am with my work. But with this one, like with this particular entry what we are talking about, when we know, like like when we are actually the formulas when we what we are learning here, when we are trying to implement that, yes, we can actually make the entry over there. That's just all about, like I'm just trying to remember what I'm reading. That's it. That's what I'm following into this.
Brilliant stuff.
Let's go to Bitcoin, Marty.
Oh, let's
Yeah.
go to Bitcoin. Did everyone hear the news?
Yes, not the news, but it was like looking interesting that market. I was
Okay.
just last check day before yesterday.
Yeah. So what happened was, so here we are here at the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission. They approved spot Bitcoin exchange traded products, so as well as Bitcoin ETFs. So an ETF is a lot like what's called a listed investment company, meaning that these are huge funds with pooled money, so lots and lots of dollars together, which can trade Bitcoins or cryptocurrencies on an exchange, meaning everyone can access cryptocurrencies now quite easily. And as well as that, because it's been approved by the Securities and Exchange Commission, all that big amount of money now has some type of regulation to it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, uh, when this loads up, so remember when Bitcoin went all crazy? So I don't have the data, but remember all this from here, all the way up here. That was because the main selling point for Bitcoin was that it was unregulated and you could buy anything you wanted with it at the time. So that was a big selling point for it. And now that it is very, well, regulations are increasing more and more, it's pretty likely that that huge impulsive wave we had from the start of Bitcoin is now seeing a large A, now B, and possibly C back down. Okay. Another thing, this huge A wave down is now on our Fibonacci friend of 61.8. Okay, so, and with this funny count of waves in here, this has me somewhat happy to say that this is just a corrective wave up. So I'm more inclined to be shorting Bitcoin at the moment than I would be to buying Bitcoin. Okay. Potentially down to $10,000, but I could be wrong. It's just getting a few of those ducks in a row, which could be helpful for us to understand the next direction for this asset class. We can also take a look at his friend Ethereum. So maybe this is an all buyers out here. I don't know what I'll put all these lines in for. All right, 38.2. I'm still happy with that as a Fibonacci retracement number with an all buyers out type of candle. Okay, so maybe this is again a giant A with a B and a C. Okay, now remember as well, see the angle of this coming down is quite strong, and the angle of this going up is quite weak. Okay, so like a big bear flag. So you come down, we've got the flagpole here, we've got the flag. Potentially now we're losing trust with the asset class of cryptocurrencies, where people are losing trust because of all the regulation now. We might see more downside for cryptocurrencies. Okay, well, that was my 2 cents worth about them. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss today?
So, like, as per that, Marty, it is a good point for the pending entry for the sell or not?
That is a $1
Well,
million question from Girija always.
if it is true that it is going to come down, it's going to go below this fellow here. So I'm sure there will be many times you can enter this market all the way down there.
Right.
Many times. And again, we have this big inverted, I forget the name of him now.
Yeah, inverted hammer.
That's him. That's inverted hammer. So he's not my favorite. So price could come up just above him a little bit more and then down. So you could be sneaky and put a pending order on the high here. That could be a good entry to look at there. Okay.
And into the Bitcoin, can we use the Bollinger Band and everything or not?
Yeah, absolutely. This is just what I prefer.
Mm-hmm.
But on my pro real time, yes, I'll look at indicators on pro real time.
Right.
On my MT4, I just keep it like this. So
Yeah.
I have 2 different views of the market.
Yes.
And Marty, I just as far as I understand, you do this weekly analysis just to understand the larger viewpoint of this particular product, and then you go to like daily or hourly time frames to really go to pinpoint what would be the entry point and the exit point. Is that
Yep,
how you do, or okay?
So weekly is definitely my favorite. Okay, I've found the most reliability with it.
But from my understanding, from the limited knowledge, what I understand is based on weekly analysis, if you decide to enter on this criteria, you would have to hold your trades for weeks, right?
Oh yeah,
because you will see a lot of like up and down from the daily standpoint, or there could be a range market from a daily standpoint. So, do we really hold our trades really that long, or is it like just everyone's style?
I do my main analysis on the weekly and paint as clear of a picture as I can of the direction which I will anticipate.
Yep.
Once I'm happy with the direction, then that's when I will come down to a 4 hour or 1 hour just purely for the entry.
Yeah, that is what I was looking for. Perfect. Yeah, you answered. Yeah.
So I've got the direction in my mind. This is just the entry.
Right. So overall, in your mind, that it is going down, but in hourly frame, it could you could possibly go long as well based on your analysis, right? Like a small. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else before we wrap up today?
Not my side. I think all of us done, maybe.
Just one question. They only making this currency regulated, only Bitcoin, or it's gonna be like more currencies gonna get regulated?
So this is just the start. It was regulated on futures, trading cryptocurrencies on futures, just between the exchanges themselves. But now the exchanges are listed on the exchange traded, well, the firms that are trading them between each other are now traded on the securities exchange as well, which allows more people to access the cryptos quite easily.
Okay.
So, I mean, in a layman term, is it like, more reliable now? Like, previously, considering Bitcoin as it was like a taboo thing, like, okay, it is like not regulated and, it can really go up and down, like, in quick succession. So is it like more regulated and more reliable now to trade?
It's a little bit more regulated, as in reliability on whether it could be hacked or not. I don't know if they've come a long way in that area. But main point of view to look at, which is standing out, is just the regulations in progress. So it's just going to look like it's getting more and more regulated as time goes on.
Why would you take the risk in trading Bitcoin when you have so many other markets that you can engage in?
Well, I don't know. It seems all mainstream. We have to ask all the younger people that one.
Correct. Like social media, they are maybe fond of Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Ripple with the ripple effect.
That's it.
I think Marty did a fantastic job with all your input. That was a brilliant concept to catch the trades as much as possible on different asset classes. Fantastic idea, Marty. Really appreciate all your time and effort. A heartfelt thank to everyone for joining today's masterclass. Wishing you all happy and prosperous trading ahead. Let's make it a success together. Thank you. Thanks a ton.
Okay, bye for now.
Bye for now.
Excuse me.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Marty, and thanks, Martha, and everybody else.
Thanks, everyone.